Yo, 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 little bro.
Yo, 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 people, Expo, the return, October 2018, and what a weekend it was. We did get some footage out on while we was there on the Friday, and I do apologise for it. It did make a couple people feel a little bit travel sick. It was all over the place. And the reason behind that was because I use one of these, and I stick my mobile phone in it, which is a Sony L1. It's not the greatest, and I'm due an upgrade, and I was hoping the upgrade would come before I went to Expo, but it didn't. So when we got in there to the actual footage, the lighting must have changed. I wasn't the reviewer there that had trouble with the lighting, and it started to cause trouble with my focus as well. So when I got back to the hotel on the Friday night and tried to put it all together, it was really, really hard. So that's why it ended up looking a little bit seasicky or travel sickness. I do apologise, but it did give you an idea of the Expo itself. Saturday and Sunday, day 2 and day 3, we got some footage. We got some quite funny footage as well. A couple of interviews with Brian from Vape Chronicles for the Topside. We also had, after a couple of bevies, we had a bit of an impromptu interview with Mike Vapes as well, who I absolutely adore, absolutely fantastic reviewer. And that's basically the footage you're going to see now. It hasn't got loads of stuff with walking around and mods and all that. It's got quite a number of funny bits in it. So please stick to the end of it, because there's a lot of giggles in there. I want to say a big thank you to Paul McCartney, who I spent a lot of time with walking around with. He is a top bloke from Vape Don't Smoke. Also, the usual cronies, the gang that I normally hang around with, TVP, the wonderful Vaping with Vic, Chris Bell, Mobro was there as well, MF Vapes, Lisa, love you loads, and the mother of the group as well, Mama Vapes. She looked after all of us, and I mean looked after us. If you wanted water, if you wanted food, she was always there for whatever we needed, including anything if you wanted to go to the toilet. You know, what's it called? VI poo. You could even use that. Baby wipes a lot. She looked after us, so big thumbs up to Mama Vapes. Also, Steve, Atty stands. Look at these. The piston Atty stands. I got one. How fantastic is that? I will be leaving in the description down there for Steve. It is, I'm terrible at saying this name, Dilagaff. I hope I say it properly. Atty stands. It's the piston one. So make sure you go and check them out. They are really, really good. Again, top bloke. Andy Summerfield, as normal. We had a good beer in there. And also Village Vapor. Also, we met Bev and Nina as well. They were really, really nice. We just all, again, just in a massive group who looked after each other. And it means a lot. Being connected to these means a lot. And I know you've heard this and heard this loads of times from other people, other reviewers, but it was so humbling to have a lot of my subscribers come up to me. The amount of times people shouted, yo, 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 we're amazing. I've had selfies done. And it's probably, it started in May that people sort of like knew who I was, and then this year it's just been even madder. It was absolutely fantastic. Also, thank you very much to all the vendors that I went round who I've been dealing with in the last year, well, the last 18 months that I've been reviewing. So yeah, it was all in all a fantastic show. People have talked about a bit of a brawl. I didn't really see it myself, and it was over and done with as fast as it started, and the staff dealt with it well. It was CBD heavy, as I've said before. Quite a lot of pod systems, loads and loads of juice, and not a lot of shinies. But it's what you expect from October's Expo. That's what you get. You got through with your freebie hunters. I did walk past one stand, and just before they walked up to it, a couple of lads, tell them that you're a reviewer. Tell them you're a reviewer, you'll get something free. I couldn't believe that. But apart from that, everybody was absolutely fantastic, and it was a fantastic weekend, and I had a really, really good giggle. I didn't get that much time to spend with my brother so long, because he sort of came on the Saturday. I was there from the Thursday, and he wasn't actually too well on the Sunday, and he went a little bit early as well. So I hope you're feeling a lot better, Mark. So long, make sure you go and check him out. Well, people, go and have a look at this Expo vlog. There is some really funny bits in it, and please stay to the end. Once again, I just want to say thank you very much to everybody who was there. If I've missed anybody, I'm so sorry. Also, to all my subscribers that came up and said hello, had a selfie. It was really humbling and really, really nice of you. I really do appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's the review. Yo, 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 it is day 2 at the Expo. We're going to try and get a little bit better footage than we did yesterday, because we were doing too much talking. And we'll not make it so everybody's actually travel sick while watching it. So, let's see if we have a bit better day. everybody to come into the expo. As you can see, there's loads of cameras all over waiting for everybody. It's jam-packed out there, so people, watch out, they're on the way. Fucking shit me up, aren't they? I've just dropped a pebble. Did you come up with the idea?
For the top fill?
Yeah.
One of these like late night impulse buys on Fast Tech. I had this little like mech mod squonker kit that went over to the side. And when I thought about the crossover with the tube that was hidden, and then I got one of those top fill bottles that you can unscrew from the top to fill it, I just had like an epiphany. And I said, wait a minute, why the fuck am I taking the squonk bottle out to fill it if I could just unscrew something and fill it? I remember when bottom filling was the only way to do RTAs, and you had to like take your RTA off, open the bottom, and I don't know why it took so long for somebody to think of top fill for swanking. It just makes perfect logical sense. It simplifies the process, and I think when people experience it, they're going to say, wow, it's going to be really hard to go back to regular swanking.
It's so much easier, isn't it? Do you think it's going to be cloned, or do you think somebody's going to nick the idea?
Yeah, I think what it'll do is it'll spark creativity.
Yep.
So people will see this idea and they'll say, wait a minute, I could do this. I could have a slider with side fill. I could have, you know, a twist off side. I could have a slide side. I could have a pop top. I could have, you know, and then it just opens up a whole new avenue for lots of people to get creative based on this eye-opening idea.
Which the thing is, obviously now in vaping there isn't that much new coming out, and this is obviously something that you'd have thought somebody would have thought about a long time ago, which they haven't. And what a great idea, instead of getting all that juice all over your hands when you're trying to take the bottles off. It's absolutely brilliant, and I've been using mine all day, absolutely fantastic.
But don't you think the greatest ideas are the ones that you see them and you say, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
Because it's the things that are hidden in plain sight that make the biggest impact on our lives. And I think that this, not that it's a huge impact, but it definitely makes squonking simpler. It makes driving when squonking or working when squonking.
Yep.
It just makes the process so much easier.
Mate, and what a great device as well. Thank you so much for giving us the interview, brother. You're a star.
My pleasure. Thank you, man.
Yo, 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 Chunk, how are you, brother?
It's low.
Low, low, low. Baby shark, 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 baby shark, shark, shark. He's not doing it live.
My phone's going to set off.
Nice seeing you, brother. The one and only Mr. Coyley, how are you, brother? And his beautiful wife. Say hi. She's all shy. Have you enjoyed it? Have you enjoyed it?
I've had a fantastic day.
Have you met lots of people?
Yeah, met lots of
Have they all wanted a Coyley?
I didn't get any free shit though.
No, it's so good. So good free shit, is it? Have you got anything to say to Dan?
Dan, we're missing you. You should be here.
And the vape people, she's in the house looking after all of us. Are you alright?
I am looking forward to it.
Say hello. Lots of them there.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo. Nice, good.
What's that?
It's £13 off of eBay, that's what it is. So it's the end of day 2. I have not got loads of footage, but we have got some absolute corking interviews with Vapes. We've also got the maker of the Topside, which is Brian. And I'm absolutely vaped out, people. Totally vaped out. I'm ready for home. So I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if it's going to come out actually tonight, but it might do. We'll see. Keep it real, people. It's his best.
I can't do it. I can't do it on demand.
Let's do it. Yo, yo, yo! We're with the main man, Vapes. How's it been, brother?
It's been fucking awesome.
It's even better now he's got a beer in his hand.
Say that.
No, this is vodka cranberry.
It's even better when you... We need to get a beer, bro. We need to get a beer.
Yes, baby.
It's always nice to have you, mate. Always nice watching your stuff. Do you know, I actually go to you to watch. If I'm going to review something, I like to look at your stuff first and have a look what it's about. You're very down to earth with everything. Where did you come around with that style of idea? Spike Vapes, where did it come from?
That's, you just gotta be you, yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Honest, how it is, that's it.
I just love the whole way you do it, the explosives and how you come back around. Mike, what do you think about it?
You know?
I just love them bits about it.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you, it's hard. If you look at my videos from the beginning, they were horrible. It takes time, you gotta work at it, never give up, keep on improving, keep on doing your thing, man, that's it.
How long have you actually been doing it? How long have you been doing it?
3 years.
3 years? I love your lives as well, your lives are fantastic. You look very nice and cool sat back in that chair with all ultraviolet behind you.
Yeah.
Mate, thanks ever so much for what you're doing.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, thanks people. Hi. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo! He's touching my balls!